Raise your hand if you would like to have less money. Raise your hand if you would like to have more money. Raise your hand if you would like to know the secret to having more money. Welcome, fellow Toastmasters, contest chairperson, honor guests, and everyone who wants to know the secrets to having more money. Write this acronym down. BIG stands for beliefs. B stands for beliefs. I stands for intuition. And G stands for that Jewish financial advisor named Goldstein. JK, G stands for giving. Let's start with beliefs. As a prosperity coach, I tell my clients to write down their level of belief from 1 to 10, where 1 is massive doubt. Oh, I'm going to lose all my money and this investment is really risky. And 10 is absolute faith. I know I'm going to make money in this investment. Let me ask you guys a question. How many of you believe that money comes easily and frequently? Now, how many of you believe that you have to work hard to be rich and successful? I tell my clients to write down their level of belief from 1 to 10 in each investment idea. And if they're less than a 7, don't go in. So let me give you an example. 2 guys buy Bitcoin on November 27, 2017. The first guy has done all his research. He's been looking at it for a year. He buys in at $8,000. The second guy gets a tip from a buddy of his. His buddy says, dude, you gotta invest in Bitcoin, it's going higher. He says, oh, it seems risky, it seems speculative. Okay, I'll do it. And he's a 1. And a few days later, Bitcoin's up at $10,000. The first guy says, see, I told you I was gonna make money in Bitcoin. And the second guy says, oh, I hope it doesn't go back down. And a few days later, Bitcoin's back down at $8,000. And the first guy says, this is the best buying opportunity out there. And he buys more. The second guy sells. He is so grateful he didn't lose money in Bitcoin. And just 3 weeks later, Bitcoin's at $19,000, an all-time high. And the first guy who knew he was going to make money sells now, and he's made almost 250% on his money in less than 1 month. So write down your level of belief in each investment idea. What does B stand for, fellow Toastmasters? Right, B stands for beliefs. And I stands for intuition. And I will tell you, as a hedge fund manager between 2008 and 2016, and if I didn't trust my intuition, I either lost money or I made less than if I had trusted my intuition. Now, my clients ask me, how do you develop your intuition? You can develop your intuition by exercising it, just like you exercise your bicep at the gym every day doing curls. Exercise your intuition every day. You're on the subway platform. The local train's sitting there. The express is coming in a couple minutes. What do? Local, express, local. Trust your intuition. Let me tell you a story. Every Thursday morning, I take my daughters to school. And we have options. We could take the highway, we could take the local roads, or we could hitchhike. Now, generally my intuition tells me to take the highway. But a couple of years ago, we're about to take the highway and it's all backed up with traffic. My intuition is still telling me to take the highway, but my intellect says local roads. So we go local, and immediately my stomach's in knots. I hear the sirens, I see the flashing lights. And because I didn't trust my intuition, it cost me a $150 speeding ticket. And to this day, my daughters tease me and call me Speedy Pants. Let me give you an investment example related to intuition. I was working as a hedge fund manager in 2008, and my intuition told me AIG's going lower. So we shorted. We bet that it's going to go down. And a couple of months later, my analyst comes to me. He says, Joel, it's going back up. They're raising capital. My intellect agrees with him, but my intuition is telling me to hold on. I listen to my intellect and my analyst, and we get out. 2 days later, AIG's 10% lower. And my intuition is still screaming at me, short it, it's going lower. So we do. And less than 4 months later, AIG is down 60%. We've made 60% on our money by trusting our intuition. So fellow Toastmasters, what does I stand for? Right, you're a smart audience. And G stands for giving. And no one will talk to you about giving as it comes to investments. But giving may be the most important way to become financially free. Giving is karma. You reap what you sow. Sir John Templeton, who some may say is the best investor of all time, said that he hadn't met anybody who hadn't given at least 10% of his earnings to charities over a 10-year period who didn't have massively more wealth at the end of the 10 years than at the beginning. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. What? You want me to give my money away? Then I'm going to have less money. How does that make me more money? Well, let me explain. Money is just energy. And the more you put out, the more you get. It just flows. And giving as little as 10% of your earnings each year will make you believe and know that you're more abundant and worthy, and more will come into your being. So fellow Toastmasters, what does B stand for? Smart audience. What does I stand for? And what does G stand for? No, G stands for good looking. Now, giving doesn't have to be just about money. You could give your time to somebody in need. You could give help to somebody if you have a special gift or talent. You could give a compliment to a stranger or a smile to someone. You could give a speech at a Toastmasters club. Giving can change the world. My fellow Toastmasters, the secret to having more money is think big. It's the contest chair. Thank you.